Okay, folks, thank you. This is, you're kind of backstage with us as we're about to pull the curtains here. We just like to make sure that once we get going on this, you'll be able to focus and we won't be distracting you anyway. That's the plan. Michael and Robert, if you could turn off your videos for now, that would be great.
I'm going to mute too, okay?
Yeah, you can, as long as you can unmute. I know Simone's going to just stay unmuted. We've been through that before.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, folks, without any further ado here, I think I'm gonna take us on here. Hold on 1 second, actually. I'm gonna be right with you. No, it's not. It's just you.
Okay, I think it's working now.
Okay. Are you good?
No, it won't let me unmute. It says you cannot unmute yourself because the host has...
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
I can hear both of you though, just so you
I'm
know.
unmuted. Okay, so folks, we're here. Stu, say something, Stu. Okay, Stu, we got to get one, folks. We'll be right with you. We got to, oh, there it is right there. Hold on. There we go. Stuart, say hello.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Oh, we're good.
Man, Michael, you finally figured out how to shut me up after 20 years.
Okay, folks, we're done for the night. We're done.
Yeah,
We're done. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thank you all for being here with us. I think what I'm going to suggest, everybody, Madi, I see you've muted. The rest of the panelists, don't unmute. Just be quiet where you are because it seems to have a little bit of reactiveness in the system here. So what we're going to do is get going here. I'm going to turn on my video and I'm going to say welcome. I'm going to get rid of that and I'm going to say welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the CTFO pre-launch preview. Definitely another historic event here at CTFO. And I'm going to say, do you like my new digs? I don't know if you can see them right now or not, but with my video on, hopefully around me you can see, but no, not really. This is not my house. This is a backdrop of a house for sale in beautiful Lake Tahoe, where we like to spend a lot of time. And this house can be yours for a mere $75 million. I just thought since we're all self-quarantining, we might as well have a nice view, right? So this is what I chose. Okay. With that in mind, we know these are unprecedented times. We know there's a lot of uncertainty and even fear out there, and we know we all need to be smart and safe. However, as I was saying earlier, there's also so much to be grateful for and so much to be excited about, and that's what tonight's call is all about. What we have our hands on and what we're about to have even more of. And that means this is also an amazingly exciting time. And this is a power-packed webinar. There are all kinds of really important, exciting announcements that are going to be shared with you tonight, even at the very end. So stay on for the whole presentation. Also, I want to let you know that CTFO, and many of you have heard this, is designed to be your distribution system with the hottest products, the lowest prices, and the best compensation plan anywhere. We are not changing that focus. And we are not getting rid of any of our CBD products. In fact, we'll be adding even more soon. What we are doing tonight is introducing you to 2 new non-CBD products, life-changing products that can help you, can help those you love, can even help the world. Now, normally at this time, I would say thank you for joining us tonight, but I believe by the end of this webinar, you'll actually be thanking whoever it was that originally invited you to join CTFO, whoever it is that's responsible for you being here tonight. So let's get rolling. We're going to start out with one of our co-founders, a living legend in the network marketing industry, and one of the most dedicated people I've ever met when it comes to being committed to helping others. Please welcome the one and only Steve Finger. Steve, take it away.
Thank you so much, Michael. I believe you can hear me right now.
You're loud and clear.
Okay, great. You know, I think there are 2 things right now that we can all agree on. Number 1 to everyone is their health, and there's no doubt about that. But number 2 is also their finances, because so many people are out of work right now. And we're going to share a lot of exciting things tonight that are really going to be a blessing for so many of you out there. So before we get into any of the major announcements or anything like that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. And number one is the Ultimate Vitamins and the Super 7. We will temporarily be out of stock on those items. So many people are wanting to build their immune system. We didn't do any advertising. We didn't jump up and down or anything like that, but those items just flew off the shelf. And folks, we had 6 months supply that sold out in about a month, which is just, I mean, it's incredible. Now we have huge orders in right now, and they should be back in stock sometime next month. That's our hope and prayer. And of course, we still have many other items that help with the immune system as well, and many wonderful items. And so why am I telling you this right now? Well, I'm telling you this so you'll order yours as soon as possible. Now, not now during this call, wait till after the Zoom, but you really, really want to order now. And the reason is, the only fair way we can do this is first come, first serve. So that's exactly what we're doing. So basically right now, for those products, anybody that orders is on the waiting list, and whoever orders the soonest is near the top of the line. And it sounds so crazy. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime, but I can tell you this, why I know it's important to get your orders in right away, because I'm not sure about every Costco, but I know our local Costco here has a senior Costco line every Tuesday and Thursday, and we get in early, and I just made it to be a senior citizen. And I'm telling you, it has been a blessing. I mean, the only way I know how to explain it is I have toilet paper. I hate to, is it okay to be lighthearted also in the midst of all this?
Absolutely.
When I got my toilet paper, I even said, I'm holding the toilet paper, I'm all excited and everything. And I actually prayed, and this isn't a joke right now. And I said, Lord, if I make it to my car and I don't see anybody that needs it more than I do, I mean, if I don't see someone crying in the parking lot because they couldn't get toilet paper, I'm keeping it. And I'm here to say that didn't happen. So I do have it. I mean, it's a blessing right now. And basically, folks, the reason I'm sharing that with you right now is because really what this call is all about tonight is you are on the Costco senior line right now. You're getting to hear this before the rest of the world. And so you'll be able to share what you're about to learn tonight with your friends and family. The second thing is, now is the time to earn and help others do the same. Anything that you order right now, even if it's on back order, commissions will be paid promptly. So anything that's ordered this week, you'll be paid next week. And folks, that is huge because finances are also important right now. And then obviously those people will be first come, first serve. And it's the best we can do right now. And so what do you do now? It's really what David D'Arcangelo has been talking about all along. You shop, you save, and you share. It hasn't changed. Shop, save, and share. And especially because of what you're about to hear, folks. Wait, you're going to be so excited. You're going to be blown away by what we share tonight. So the next thing I get to do is introduce the next speaker. And this is really for those of you that are new out there, because most everybody knows him now, but I get to introduce my brother, Stu. I could go on and on and on and on, but I can just tell you this, folks. He is my best brother. Now, he's also my only brother. I know that because we were just two kids, but I got to tell you, he has been such a blessing in so many lives. Sorry, Michael. And now more than ever. So Stu, go ahead and share. Can you come on the line?
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate it. I love you too. We've been together all day today. I'm practicing social distancing with almost everybody on the planet, except for, of course, who's in my home and my brother and sister-in-law and stuff. And this has actually brought us closer together. As weird as it sounds, you guys, you need to use this time to spend time with your kids and your families, and all that stuff. I look at it as, as I always want to make, lemonade out of lemons, right? We talk about that. And it's been a blessing to be able to spend time with everybody like this. So let's talk about why we decided to do this tonight. We've got some phenomenal announcements tonight. I have to tell you that this has been something that I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. And it's not a joke. And we heard people, we said point blank, we're adding 2 new products. That's not been the secret. The secret has been what they are, what are they, right? And we heard people saying things like, is it coffee? Is it keto brownies? And that sounded good to me. But what I thought to myself was, I never saved anybody's life or heard of anybody's life getting saved with keto brownies, right? But folks, you're not going to be able to say that about what we're launching tonight. So, and we'll explain the timeline and all that. You're going to hear everything before this is over, but we just want you to know that this is going to, I believe, save and change lives. Okay, so I want to share just a short story with all of you. Please hang on till the end of this tonight. This one's important. This is a big deal, what's happening here, okay? Many, many years ago, my wife and I, we were trying to have a child, and it was really interesting. And I have to share with people how this is no accident, because we had 3 miscarriages in 5 years. And folks, it was terrible. I mean, on the 3rd one, it was so bad. And I don't want to gross anybody out, but this is the truth. I came home, I found my wife, she was laying there on the floor. There was a puddle of blood next to her, and I knew that, this was it, it was over. I scooped her up, rushed her to the hospital, and talk about a ripoff. It cost us $15,000 that night to not have a child, right? And it's not about the money. The part that is interesting, though, about the money is that during those 3 pregnancies and when we lost those 3 children, folks, I was making a lot of money, and over $100,000 a month, and money couldn't help, right? Well, on our 4th pregnancy, because the doctor said, hey, yeah, this thing happens, just try again, try again. On our 4th pregnancy, 3 months into it, my wife had all the same symptoms that she had when we lost the other 3 children. I knew it was the end again, right? And I felt so helpless. There was nothing I could do. But here's the thing. You're about to hear from a guest speaker tonight that I called instead of calling the doctors that hadn't helped us the other 3 times. And I literally said to this gentleman, I said, Robert, tell me something that I can do to help save my child right now, because I don't know what to do. He said, Stu, you want to give her your product. It's as safe as mother's breast milk. Both your wife and child need it. Now, folks, you have to understand, I did not have my wife on the product because I knew the pregnancies were touchy and I didn't want to risk it. But after 3 months into it, and I saw that it was going bad again, I said, okay, and he could have said, what do you have to lose, Stu? But he didn't say that. He said, it's as safe as mother's breast milk and both your wife and child need it. So I give it to my wife, and folks, with no exaggeration at all, within 3 days, my wife gets better. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe my own eyes, right? And then about a week later, I get this bright idea. Let's take her off the product and see if it was really the product. I take her off of it. Within a couple of days, she gets sick. I put her back on it. She gets better. I take her off. She gets sick. I put her on. She gets better. I'll never forget the last time I tried to take her off of it. She said a few choice words I won't share with you all tonight, but I will tell you this. She's been on it every day ever since, and we have a beautiful 16-year-old daughter. Folks, that was 17 years ago. 17 years ago, and I wouldn't trade McKenna for all the money in the world, right? And here's the thing about McKenna. I know that if I wouldn't have talked to this gentleman and got his input and his perspective of what I should do, I wouldn't have her today. So I am forever grateful to this man. But now it's about taking this product to the world in a big way. Now, and there's, by the way, there's more babies that were born since then. There's people that have had miracle after miracle, okay? And I know this sounds crazy, and I don't want you to think this product heals you or anything like that. It doesn't do that, folks, but what it does do is it gives your body what it needs so it can heal itself, okay? And you're gonna learn about it tonight. So what I want to tell you also is that this product is made in Canada. So this product is for everybody. Okay, this product is going to the world. We're going to be shipping this to all 22 countries. But for those of you that are in Canada, this is a huge deal for you guys because this product is made in Canada. What does that mean? We're not going to ship it to America to ship it back to Canada. Now, we are going to ship it to America to ship it to the other 21 countries, but we are now opening up a distribution center in Canada, and we're not going to just ship This new product, or these two new products there, we're also going to ship our other products that we ship to you guys from America. They're in bulk, and we're going to be shipping all of your products from Canada to Canada. Why is this a big deal? Because it's going to make it so that the shipping times will be faster, and it's going to make it so that the shipping costs will go down. Okay, so this is going to make a big difference in your lives right now. Folks, I know I shared with you that we are shipping from America to all 21 other countries as well. And I got a little bit ahead of myself there, but I just want you to know this. This is for everybody. But when we realize that this product has become more important than ever, one of the biggest things this product does, and you'll learn about it tonight, is it boosts your immune system. I've heard more about boosting my immune system in the last 5 weeks than I have in the last 50 years of my life. Literally, right? Everybody knows it's important. I'm not saying we can cure the coronavirus. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is we're going to give you a product that gives your body what it needs so that your body can take care of itself. Okay? It's a huge deal. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Michael. I love this next guest speaker. I appreciate him. I thank him from the bottom of my heart because my family would not be the same without him. And folks, I've seen it happen to other families, and now we're going to do it in a big way. So Michael, I'll turn it back over to you for a proper introduction.
Thank you so much, Stu. I'm going to make sure you can hear me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. That was powerful. It always is every time I hear that story. Folks, as Stu was saying, our next special guest speaker is an old friend, but I like to say he's not that old. We've just known him for a long time. I always give him a hard time. Let me just give you a little insight into why we're so excited to be in business with him and to have him here with us tonight. And also, just as an FYI, we're only supplying you with his first name for the time being, Robert or Robert. This is in order to avoid everyone trying to contact him directly because we know how enthusiastic you guys like to get. So this all started for Robert back in the year 2000 with a dream. And this is what he has to say about it. In quotes, I quote him, "I was given a horrible statistic. 15 million children were orphans of AIDS in Africa. 15 million children were without the love and guidance of a parent while growing up in a hostile environment. It made no sense to me at all in this day and age that there was no tangible solution for these children and their parents," end quote. So that simple statistic is what led Robert to 7 years of studying the human anatomy, along with clinical studies of the AIDS conditions. He started by the common route, trying to attack the virus. And then he looked at the problem through a completely different set of eyes. Instead of attacking the virus, why not simply empower the body to regain its intrinsic ability to be disease-free? That's when he discovered the power of glutathione, which you can Google after we're done here tonight, but not right now. So in October 2007, he conducted his first clinical study. It took place in Africa on 115 HIV patients. The results came back with a rate of over 98.8% effectiveness. Folks, almost 99% effective. So he took action in 2008. He opened up business in Canada. And since then, his company's been providing scientifically proven all natural products to boost your health and strengthen your immune system. His whole focus is to help people take back control of their own health. Please welcome from Ontario, Canada, the one, the only, Monsieur Robert. Robert, bienvenue.
Good evening, Michael. Can you hear me?
I can. You're loud and clear.
Hey, man, it's nice to be back in the saddle. I mean, it's been so many years I haven't done this. I sure hope everyone is going to bear with me and I'm not going to, fuddle this thing. But basically, I got a very important message for everybody tonight. And I will start by saying that everybody on the line, because I know we've got like thousands of people. Some are professionals of the health industry. Some are just basically people looking for solutions. You have to have an open mind. And for us to do so, I'd like to go back in time and put you in proper perspective. If you go back in time, when you, a few hundred years ago, if you sailed the ocean, you were believed to be demon possessed. And if you went too far, you would fall off the face of this earth and never come back. But this gentleman by the name of Galileo proved everybody wrong. He was ridiculed. He was put under house arrest. But today we have astrology, and we have mathematics, because this man just thought of thinking outside the conventional box. Not so long ago, there's a doctor by the name of Louis Pasteur, and he introduced the concept of sterilization, and his license was threatened. But where are we today with sterilization, with COVID-19 and hospitals? I mean, the old way of thinking does not apply anymore. There are new standards, and COVID-19 is actually going to open the horizons of many government officials. And I hope tonight that by hearing this opening statement, you will agree with me that we have to have an open mind, because what we're going to be bringing to the table might be outrageous for some, darn right unbelievable for others. But, you know, with an opening statement like Stuart made about his daughter, I'm sure that some of you are skepticals, but I would like you just to bear with us and go the full distance, and you will see that what we have to offer is a science-based approach to health and wellness. Now, big pharma and the medical establishment sees health as being the mere absence of disease. We define health as full emotional, spiritual, physical, and yes, with the joining of CTFO, full financial well-being. Why do I say this? Because most of you on the line tonight might not know that disease is 90% environmental. It is not hereditary like we've been taught to think before. That's only 16%. And 80% of this is stress related. Now, I don't know in this day and age with what's happening around the world, too many people who are not stressed about their finances, about their health, about the well-being of their family. And we're going to address all of this in what we have to offer tonight. So this being said, timing is everything, and we will prove it to you. You know, there's a movie called Back to the Future. I mean, most of you have probably seen that movie. I've seen it 4 or 5 times, because there's a big message in there. But what's important is, in my perspective, is that there's a car in there, and it's called the DeLorean. And the DeLorean was actually ahead of its time. It was futuristic in looks. It would not rust like all of the other cars. They had a technology that was unbelievable, had a good engine, but it was ahead of its time, and it bombed out. Well, what we're going to be offering you tonight is timely. There is a crisis in the world. There is a pandemic. And unless we take it seriously, it will have serious consequences for you, your family, and your loved ones. So before I get going, we need to agree on 3 premises for you to understand what we're bringing to the table, and to understand the thinking behind the formulation. Now, I know this is not an open forum, and I'm doing a monologue, and I hate monologues, but, you know, this is what the, you know, technology, we have to address, you know, 1,000 people. We can't have everybody talking in the background. But would you agree with me that we're all made up of energy and cells? And by the way, the answer is yes, you should, because it is scientifically proven that you're made up about 100 to 150 trillion cells. From the tip of your toes to the top of your head, you're a cellular structure. Just keep that in mind and be very graphic in your head. Okay, we're cells. So where's this guy going with this? Well, the second thing, and Michael just touched on it, your body has the intrinsic ability and desire to be disease-free if you give it the right building blocks, the right substrates. Substrates are elements that goes at the most profound level of your anatomy. And tonight, that's what we're going to be introducing. But the important part is you have to believe that if you give your body the right fuel, your body is going to give you the right results. And in this day and age, the food that you eat, the water that you drink, and the air that you breathe is not giving you what you're supposed to have. And that's what we're going to be addressing. Last but not least, and this is the kicker where everybody just says, okay, this guy's crazy. But please bear with me. I only got another 7 minutes to go. Diseases don't exist. To us, they're simply stated cellular dysfunctions. If you take care of the cells take care of the tissue takes care of the organ, and the organ takes care of the supposed disease. Now, I know there are professionals on the line tonight that have been, practicing medicine for the past 40, 50 years, and you're probably saying, this guy is just plain crazy. He's going to tell me that what I've been doing is actually wrong. I will say no. What you were doing was not wrong. You just had the wrong premise for what you wanted to get as an end result. I know that some of you on the line are saying, I've had diabetes for the past 10 years and I can't shake it. I've had high blood pressure for all of these years. And this guy's saying that they don't exist. No, if you go at the simplest approach to the problem, there's cellular dysfunctions. If you have a car accident, it is a trauma, it is a cellular dysfunction. And we will be addressing every one of these things with the product that we're going to be introducing tonight. Does that make sense to you? And you're supposed to say yes, and then I keep on going. All right. This being said, these are the three premises. We're going to be introducing you to a product called Celluvie, which is proprietary to CTFO. Now, I love the name, by the way. Cell, we're talking about cellular structure. You as in you and your family, and V in French that stands for life. So it's cellular life for you. That's what we're going to be giving you tonight. But how are we going to do this? Well, there are three main functions, and then a fourth one. There are actually many functions, but the very first one is actually, there's only one reason for this product to be. It is there to what we call enhance what intracellular glutathione. We'll put that aside because that's big words. What do we do? Well, basically, we will fortify your immune system. We're going to be giving you a fighting chance against bacteria, viruses, and parasites. I think that just the word virus today is a big word. And you must understand that we're not only going to do this in this day and age when we have a crisis, but we will also be doing it after the crisis, because some of you suffer from allergies, asthma, diabetes. These are autoimmune hyperactivities where your system needs to be downregulated. What we're going to do is regulate your immune system to give you a fighting chance against any invader. The very first line of defense that you have against any invader is actually the immune system. So inevitably, Stu said, we're not going to tell you that we're going to be the cure for COVID-19. Of course, we're not going to say that. But I'll tell you what, what's the use of you coughing in your arm or keeping social distance or washing your hands if the FedEx guy comes with an envelope, gives it to you, and then your immune system is not strong enough, and then you get the virus. So we're going to protect you against getting the virus. But more importantly, if you do have the virus, we're going to give you a fighting chance. My wife is Spanish, and she called her sister. And in Spain, where it's very, very bad, if you're 65 years and over and you have the virus in your hospital, they put you in the bed and let you die because they have no solution. And that, for a guy like me, that hurts, because I know that if they were on the product that we're talking tonight, Celluvie, you don't need to let people die. So that's what we're going to give you. We're going to give you a fighting chance for you, your family, and your friends to basically be protected from this pandemic till it blows over. It's not going to blow over, but till we contain it as a society. So that's the very first function. The second function is we're going to boost the ability of your body to have what we call the grandfather of all antioxidant. What does an antioxidant do? Well, when you breathe, you rust like a nail. When you have toxicity, you rust like a nail. It is a biochemical reaction. We're going to make that so powerful that it will become what we call an anti-aging agent. We will prove to you in subsequent conferences that we can actually slow down the aging process, and we're going to beautify you from within. So that's what we're going to do. The third thing we're going to do is we're going to detoxify at a cellular level. Well, it doesn't take much, science to understand that if you did catch the coronavirus and that we do neutralize it, it will have toxic side effects that need to be taken out of your system. Well, that's what detoxifying at a cellular level. If you're not eating properly, if you're in a toxic environment, you're going to be cooped up. We call it like, cabin fever. I mean, the windows are closed here because we're in winter, and we're going to be in this place for, 2 months at a time. We've been in this for the past 2 months because it was winter. So inevitably the air that is recycled in the house is not the best air. So all of this with the food, with the stress is the deadliest of all. Actually, it's 80% of disease. So we were going to neutralize this and excrete it out of your body. And obviously, we're going to protect you from radiation. Radiation is actually the most harmful of all, cellular stressor. But why do we bring radiation into this day and age? Because you have cell phones. Now, this beautiful technology has been proven to be the culprit for brain tumor. It's scientifically and it is legally proven that it is damaging for your cells. So we're going to protect you against the ravages of this new technology that is not going to go away. It's a beautiful technology, but it has its downsides, and we're going to protect you against it. So these are the function of Celluvie as a product. Next slide, please. Now, the important part, because I know that in your industry, you want to have something special. Well, I formulated a proprietary product for CTFO, and it will have the highest bioavailability of any product of its kind on the market today, for you to feel proud that you can help your loved ones and that you have, as a business model, the best product available for fighting this COVID-19, because inevitably time is of essence right now. Okay, COVID-19 is doing the marketing for you. You're getting, actually right now, you're getting billions, if it's not trillions of dollars of advertising, where people are made aware of the dangers, and you have the solution. You have a solution to protect them, and you have a solution if they do have that condition. Now this being said, we're not only about infectious disease. There are so many conditions that we'll be able to discuss in subsequent meetings with each other, that we're going to open your horizon when we say that we treat people holistically, meaning full financial, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. That's what we're offering with this package here. But there will be another product, because here's what it is. Today, we're taking care of the inside of your body. And tomorrow, we're going to offer you what we call DermaVie, which basically it is a byproduct of the immune V, but it's going to be beauty from within. We're going to clean the inside, and then we're going to give you the same benefit that I just discussed at a cellular level, but for your skin. So we're going to repair your skin. We're going to, in doing so, rejuvenate, because if we repair your cells, and you're losing 3 million cells per second or so, and then we slow down that process, then inevitably we're slowing down the aging process. We're going to rejuvenate the look of your skin. We're going to uplift, because it is a protein byproduct. So inevitably the amino acids are going to nourish your muscles, and they uplift your skin, and we're going to beautify and have a nice glowing skin. So basically it's going to be a double whammy. It's going to be beauty from within on a cellular level from inside, and then we're going to take care of the outside. These two products together, if you follow the protocol, we guarantee that within the 1 month of use, you're going to look 10 years younger than before starting on these products. And that's what's coming for you in the next few weeks from now. So, Michael, that's basically what I had to say about the introduction of these two products.
Robert, thank you so very, very much. All I can say is merci beaucoup, monsieur. Thank you. We are so excited about launching these products with you. Folks, I hope you're getting a taste of what we're doing here. There's a lot more to come here. Our next speaker is a 100K executive vice president. She's currently testing the Celluvie product, but she just started. So we're all super excited to hear what she's going to have to share very, very soon. In the meantime, she's totally excited right now. She is a powerhouse team leader. Her team's called the Healthy Wealthy Pioneers. Please welcome, also from Canada, the amazing Simone Turner. Simone, let's make sure we can hear you. Are you there?
I am. Thank you so much for that wonderful, warm introduction. And Robert, that was amazing. It's great to hear all that. So thank you for having me. And again, so my name is Simone Turner, for those who don't know me. and I do live in Ontario, Canada. I've been with CTFO for just over 2 years now, and I am so proud to be with this amazing company. It's really been a roller coaster ride for sure, especially when it comes to our CBD products, and the ride's not over. Thanks to Health Canada, we are still jumping through the hoops. So thankfully, you know, we have this amazing product now that is going to bring so much hope. And personally, our CBD products have helped me so much, but it's been very frustrating not being able to get it here, and also not to be able to promote it to our fellow Canadians. It's been a huge challenge for me personally, for my business, and for not only my team members, but all Canadian team members with CTFO. So when Stuart called me a few weeks ago to tell me about these amazing new products, and I mean, it was exciting, and he said to me, the first thing he said to me was, I want you to write this down. And he said glutathione, and he said, then Google it and research it. And he said, I know this will help you. I'm not going to get into all my health conditions. That's something that's been covered over the last 2 years. There's even a video of me on stage in Connecticut where I shared my story, but it's something that I deal with every day. And he said, I know what I know. And that's something Stuart likes to say. And when he says that, you got to know what he knows. Now, having said that, guys, I'm just going to reiterate what Michael said. Please wait till the end before you go Google or research glutathione. It's that exciting. So what I discovered, though, when I did research it, was very exciting, and it gave me so much hope. It also made me think of everyone else who could benefit from this. So then he arranged a Zoom meeting with Robert, and that's when I got to meet Robert for the first time, and we got to speak in French. French is my first language. So that was pretty cool. And I got to hear Robert's story, and he spoke from his heart. And then what I learned that day just blew my mind. I was sent a package of Celluvie to get me going on my journey. And today's day 6, actually. I'm definitely experiencing detox symptoms, and that's not the first time. So I know what to expect, and it's very encouraging, actually. I know that may not feel that way for people, but when you're detoxing, you know something is happening. And I'm keeping a journal to record the changes. So I'm so excited, for what I'm anticipating is going to, what this is going to do for me. And personally, and I'm even more excited for what this means for all of the associates, especially Canadians. And we are going to be able to help so many people. It's made in Canada, shipped in Canada, shipped from Canada to Canadians, so faster shipping times and cheaper shipping costs. And the fact that we're going to have our distribution center here in Canada with all the other products that are available to us in Canada. I just wanted to spell that out for everyone. This is another thing we've been waiting for. So in closing, I just want to say to all the Canadian associates who have been waiting for CBD before working their business, and then all the Canadian associates who didn't wait and promoted all the amazing non-CBD products that we have, the wait is over, guys. This is huge. This is going to be huge. Reach out to everyone you know. Put your seatbelts on. We are about to change a lot of lives. We may not have CBD yet, but we have Celluvie, and the future does start now. So thank you for having me, and back to you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Simone. We can't wait to hear more from you on your latest journey here. We're excited for that, folks. We're moving on. Our next speaker is our very own CTFO skincare expert. She conducts our weekly webinars in both English and Spanish. She also, and I got to really tip a hat to her, even though I'm not wearing a hat, she helped put together this whole webinar tonight, put everything together. So I want to say thank you. She's here to share how excited she is, especially about the new Dermavie product. Please welcome the one and only Marie Santo Domingo. Marie? Are you there? You're muted.
Michael, you probably have to unmute her.
She's,
Unmute myself. Can
There
you
you
hear me now?
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, guys. I am beyond excited. I am ecstatic. I also had the opportunity to speak and meet Robert, and after listening, I had to tell him I am honored to meet you because of all that he's done and all that he wanted to do. And when we're talking about skin, and they brought me in and they spoke about the Celluvie, but then they tell me, Madi, we're looking into a product, a skin product. And I'm like, okay, talk to me. Our skin is our reflection of what's happening inside of us. And the condition and appearance of our skin is key to our overall well-being. And then when I started listening to all that the product can do, this is a product that it's going to be able to repair. It's going to be able to detox our skin. And with the kind of results that we can experience, talking about, we can share with our prospects, friends, clients, we can speak about radiance, we can speak about smoother skin, we can uplift your skin, and of course rejuvenate. We all want to rejuvenate our skin. I was sold. I was like, I'm in. I like what I see. I have been using the product since last Friday, and I'm in awe. I love it. I like how it feels, and the silkiness that lives in the skin, the tightness, which is something that I am looking and I like in every product that I tried. I like to feel that tightness within the skin. So, and using the Celluvie, my energy, I have to say, the energy, since I started, I wake up, my eyes open at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And why am I waking up so early? Because I never do since I work at home. It's for me, it's like I can sleep until 8 or 9. So wake up, I wake up energized and looking forward to do things that for me is a plus. So I just can't wait. I can't wait to hear all you guys. As soon as you get to try the products, all you have to say and share. So back to you, Michael.
thank you so much, Madi. That was
Yes.
awesome. We appreciate you so much. And folks, moving right on, our next guest speaker is the former co-founder, along with Tony Robbins, of the Financial Destiny Companies. This is for those of you that are new on the call tonight. Everyone else already knows him well. He's a nationally recognized author and speaker. He shared the stage with people like Zig Ziglar, General Schwarzkopf, Barbara Bush, many, many others. He's been in this network marketing industry for more than 11 years. He's built huge teams with numerous companies. He's considered a financial and marketing expert and is totally sought after for his extensive expertise. We are so lucky to have him on board with us here. Please welcome CTFO's Global Marketing Advisor, the one and only David D'Arcangelo. David, take it away.
Great. Thank you, Michael. And thank you, everybody, for staying here. And I'm going to try to take 2 minutes of your time. I'm going to try to paint a picture on the movie screen of your brain so that when this is all done tonight, that you have a real concrete vision of really what we're trying to achieve. So the product is Celluvie, is a glutathione precursor, as Robert talked about. This is Robert's slide. It's a precursor. You can't eat glutathione and get your glutathione levels up in your cells. It doesn't work. It gets killed in your digestive tract, right, or your gut. So what you do, precursor means, is you provide your cells the building blocks that get through to the cells so that the cells can produce the glutathione. How important is glutathione? Glutathione is so important that it's found in almost every living cell, plant, animal, and human being. As you get older, your body produces, which is the problem, you produce less and less glutathione. And so glutathione, without glutathione, it could lead to premature aging illness, disease, and death of the cell. As your cells die, as you turn down. So let's go back and let me talk about the cells. Let's go to that next slide. So your body has 100 trillion cells. So just look at me in the screen here, and your skin on your forehead, your nose is made up of cells, your eyeball, your fingernail are made up of cells, every organ in your body. So think about that. You're made up of cells, tissues, organ systems that become you. As you're listening to me right now, 200 million cells die and 200 million cells are replicated new every minute. Every second, 3.3 million cells. So on my face, you know, when you exfoliate, you've seen it before, you have the scale and you take it off, your finger, your fingernails, your body, it's dying. You're alive and regenerating at the same time. Everybody understand that? So if 3.3 million cells are dying and 3.3 million are replicating every second and 200 million every minute, do you want to replicate healthy cells like the cell on the left of your screen? Or do you want to replicate unhealthy cells? Just think about it. The way you look, your body, the glutathione level in your cells, and the health of the cell shows in your body, as Mari referenced, but in your skin. So it's you. You are the vital part of life is your cell. So do you want to replicate healthy cells? Do you want to speed up the aging process, or do you want to delay the aging process? Right? Look at the screen. Remember that slide and remember the question. Do you want to delay the aging process, or do you want to speed up the aging process? With Celluvie, what we're trying to do is allow you to get your cells the building blocks of glutathione. So instead of your level going down, it's going up. It's your body's master antioxidant. It cleans out the cell. Maybe you didn't know this, but as you eat and nourish your body, it turns it into the nutrients that are delivered to the cell. In the cell, there's a battery. It's like a power plant. You know, it's called the mitochondria. Those nutrients go in there and it produces energy. It's the reason I can move my hand, blink my eye. But as it produces that energy, it has an exhaust, just like your car, which blows out these free radicals. That's where glutathione, one of the things that it does is to come in and it cleans out, detoxes the cell. How do you think that would make your skin feel? So for everybody here today, one last thing, that developed by a scientific team of 20 years of knowledge. It's exclusive. The Celluvie is exclusive in the network marketing space to CTFO, and the specific uniqueness of ours is in the proprietary process that we use that enhances the balance of peptides in the formulation that improves your vitality because your cells are healthier and you're replicating healthy cells. In the last second, 3.3 million cells died, 3.3 million were replicated. If you were going to make a change in your health, when do you think would be a good time to start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's my presentation tonight. My privilege is to introduce Michael Swilling. I just want to say that I've had the privilege of knowing Michael about a year now. We have some common friends, and over the years and people we've worked with. Michael's a presidential director. He's a top earner, a tremendous family man with his wife, Dawn, direct response marketing expert. Most importantly, that's impressive to me is he is a gracious and effective leader. I'm going to turn it over to Michael to give you the final comments. And Michael, what should everybody do? What should be the priority over the next 7 days or so?
Well, thank you so much, David, and good evening, everyone. And thank you to all the presenters. It was spectacular, exciting, and the future is incredible. I've been taking some quick notes here that I just want to touch on. First and foremost, Stuart, you mentioned how, we are still a CBD company, and so excited that we're going to continue adding CBD products. So thank you for that and for mentioning that. You know, when you look at network marketing companies, the companies that have reached the $1 billion and beyond, they usually start off with what's called a flagship product. Flagship is the product that leads the way. And we right now, our 10X Pure is probably, I don't know the specifics, but probably when you take our 10X Multi, by the way, as soon as this is done, I'm ordering my 10X Multi, a bunch of them for the family, because they're gonna want that as soon as possible. So thank you, Steve, for letting us know about that. But if you look at our product line, our 10X Pure product line, from the roll-on to the 10X Gold, Super Gold, to the multivitamin, that really is our flagship. It's the majority of our sales. I am confident that our flagship is going to have some competition now. And this glutathione, which I've known about for years, an amazing, amazing product, super, super excited. We're going to have multiple flagships, which is only going to take us to that $1 billion a lot quicker. But at the same time, right, the uniqueness, David, you touched on it, Robert touched on it, how we have the exclusive rights to this type of glutathione precursor. It's bioavailable, the absorption rate, how it's compared to our competitors. And over the next few weeks and months, you're going to hear more and more, just like when you're demanding, okay, CBD, you're demanding 10X Pure CBDA, the same thing with glutathione, okay? You're going to demand, okay, the Celluvie. I'm not even sure if I pronounced that right. I've got to work on my French though over there. But that's what's going to basically happen when it comes to this. We are always, CTFO is always going to have the, not only just the most affordable when it comes to the network marketing industry, but it's going to have the highest quality with that unbelievable 60-day money back guarantee. And remember everything, that it's important to realize the main concept, why we're here obviously to help people in terms of serving others, in terms of helping others with their health and their wealth, but it's to build a long-term residual company, okay? Long-term residual passive income for those who spend 3 to 5 years of sharing with others the products and opportunity. And to do that, when you study the history of network marketing, it's companies that have a wide range of products, one-hit wonders or a handful of products. No company, those are what I like to call sizzle fizzle. Here we have a variety and a lot of what's called transfer byproducts, products that people would eventually go to the store, but they stay home now, not because of the coronavirus, but people like to cocoon. They like to shop online, just like on Amazon. They want to be able to shop from their home, rather than going out, getting something. So that's the concept of shop, save, and share. And you hear that over and over and over again. So when you're talking to people, it's the concept of shop, save, and share. So Dave, you asked me what to do next. And I would say it's taking action the minute you get off the phone. Letting people know, hey, we've done it a few times before, we're going to do it again. You know, when I first joined this company, you know, the vision that Stu and Michael and Steve had shared with me at the time, there were 2 products. They were chewable products, they were nice products. There was a chew-off product, and there was the incredible Super 7. But I didn't join that day because of those 2 products. I joined because of the vision, because of the heart these guys had, because of their abundance of wanting to give back, who they were as human beings, and wanted to build something that was built to last, to have a home. Didn't want to have to jump from company to company, from network marketing to network marketing. I wanted to be somewhere that I can work hard and retire with, pass on to generation, and that's what we have as CTFO. So the vision was, okay, great, what do? And I got passive about going out there telling people, hey, this company is coming up with some great stuff. You want to get ahead of the trend. And right before CBD launched, those who took massive action were rewarded ever since then. Those who sat and waited missed out. There's a window here. There's a window for you right now watching this live. You have what's called first mover's advantage. That is massive in network marketing. You can start calling up people right now and say, listen, we've got a track record. When the facts are 99% of companies, both traditional small businesses and network marketing companies, 99% of companies in the first year go out of business. That's a fact. That's not, I learned that at University of Connecticut Business School in my third year, my junior year in a business entrepreneurship class. That's the reality, okay? Network marketing, it's the same thing. There are thousands of companies that try to start this year, like already out of business, okay? Out of that 1% that make it over the next 2 to 5 years, they go out of business, okay? So to get where we are now, debt-free, rock solid, everything's in place, from the autoresponders to the text messages to the most incredible backbone, a company that takes 4 different credit cards from MasterCard, Visa, Discover, American Express. Everything is on full cylinders. And to have, in addition, to have the opportunity to be in what's called a pre-launch stage. And that's where we're in, guys. We're in pre-launch. We're not a billion-dollar company, okay? We don't have, 100,000 members or millions of members, so on and so forth. Our goal, okay, and what's going to happen, I'm confident, is we're going to have 5 million customers. CTFO is going to pay out $100 million, okay, in commissions. The only question is, what part of it do you want? What part of it do you want to seize? And it's simply talking to people. Everyone wants to be part of something beforehand. Everyone wants to. The challenge is when what happens when you get involved with a startup, you're taking a massive, massive risk. The foundation, do they have management? Do they have customer service? Do they have the financing? Everything's lined up here. So you're in a position to be in front of a spectacular product, which I believe is going to be as big or even bigger than CBD. You're getting involved at the perfect time in this company. We've gone through growing pains. We've gone through inception. We've gone through everything. From this day forward, it's game on. From this day forward is do it. Just like that Nike commercial, just do it. Now's the time to take action. I would start picking up the phone, calling people. Guys, it's free to get in. Share with them the shop, save, share method that we have, and take advantage of this. What you do over the next few weeks is you'll look back 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, 5 years from now, the actions you take. And ladies and gentlemen, I think almost everyone's home now. So people are picking up the phone. People have a lot of time in their hand looking for things. When you put that into play right now, let's just go out and help a lot of people with the beginning of this call, as Steve had said, with their health and their wealth. And I'm confident there's no better company than CTFO. Back to you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael Swilling. You are absolutely right. Now is the time for action. So folks, here's what's coming your way. And next week, we're going to be sharing more in our CTFO Tuesday night webinar, the same time as tonight's webinar. Then on Tuesday, April 14th, that's 2 weeks from right now, we'll be announcing the actual pre-launch of these new products. What does that mean? It means you'll be able to order your Celluvie and Dermavie at that time and be first in line when we start shipping them in May. Orders will be taken, commissions will be paid, businesses are going to explode. That's why you want to do what Michael Swilling was just saying. Make sure you build your business now before April 14th hits. You want as many people on your team ordering as possible when we go live with this. Now remember, tonight's the pre-launch preview. That's going to be the actual pre-launch. And for anyone that's thinking about, oh, I'll just wait until the products are shipping before I can order, or before I order, well, you can do that. But remember, we're going to, and Steve touched on this, we're going to be filling orders then, just as we are now, on a first come, first served basis. So how long do you want to wait for these? Stuart told me just today, I'm going to go back to the toilet paper. He told me just today, Amazon was inviting him to order toilet paper now for delivery in July. In July, not even in July. This is way better than that, especially since we'll be paying out commissions right as the orders come in. So once again, this was pre-launch preview. The actual pre-launch is in 2 weeks. How big can you grow your team between then and now? With everyone staying home, you do have a captive audience, and they need exactly what you have to offer, health and wealth. Folks, there's never been a better time to have a home-based business, ever. There's never been a better home-based business than CTFO. Everyone needs one now more than ever before, and you all have the best one ever. Stay home, stay safe, share digitally, and be a blessing. Good night, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.